This week we have Meghan King.
And some Bravo fire rings.
Did that rhyme? Don't tell us, just watch. Virtual reality. Hi, I'm Danny.
And I'm Evan.
And today we have a very special episode of Reali-Tea for you.
We're joined by a very special guest. She's Bravo royalty, guys. Our queen, Meghan King.
Heavens.
Hello. Hi, guys. How are you? Thanks for having me.
I mean, so much better now that you're talking to us. Like, your energy is just giving me what I need. It's
oh,
so
good. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm feeling really good.
Yeah, we are so pumped and we're so excited for this new Real Housewives of Orange County recap series on YouTube.
Good.
Watch the first episode. You are spilling some tea. You're dropping some bombs. How did it feel to go back and take this ultimate trip down memory lane?
You know, it's been fun. It's been like a little bit awkward, I guess. I'll just be totally honest. But I've been so busy in the past few years with my kids and my divorce. And so and my friends have been begging me to do something like this. And so I feel like I'm finally at the place where I can kind of sit back, have a glass of wine, and recap, you know, those episodes that I was on with so much new perspective and fresh perspective. Because you guys, everything has changed. Everything. I didn't have kids. I was married to my ex-husband, who is, you know, I can now watch and see that he did not treat me well on the show. I just commenting all of that whilst drinking a glass of champagne.
And also, while you're looking back, were there any housewives? Are you looking at any of your castmates differently, or do you still have the same opinion about all of them?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think I'm looking at everything differently. You know, the phrases that I use or misuse, or I can see my brain and how my brain is working. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that girl is so young. That girl is so naive. And I didn't realize that at the time, of course. And so now I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, like this is what I was thinking. This is where I was wrong. And then with the other housewives, I'm like, now I see XYZ as manipulative or as like bossy or like as producing. Now, that's a thing. I can now kind of tell when an individual is producing their own shit.
Now, Meghan, I love XYZ, but can we replace XYZ with any names you're thinking of producing now?
I can see like the way that Heather is moving, like what she does and what she's saying. And Tamara, oh my gosh, like I can see straight through what Tamara's doing. And like, I love Tamara to this day. So it's not in a bad way. It's just, you know, when you've been on reality television for even more than 1 year, you don't have to be like any kind of super veteran. You kind of understand how it works a little bit better.
Meghan, I'm so excited to hear some of your reflections on all of your incredible detective work. I truly feel like that is your legacy within the Bravo fandom. It's all the sleuthing you did to get to the bottom of the Vicki and Brooks cancer debacle. What was the experience like watching that storyline play out and watching all the badassery you did to get to the truth? You guys,
like, it was so gross for me to watch that back because everything Brooks does, it's a freaking lie. Everything he's doing. Just watched a preview and he's like, I'm gonna take a coffee enema. Like the level like that you have to go to in order to perpetuate that type of lie it's sociopathic, and that's putting it nicely.
Watching all these episodes play back, you see that you were this young, naive girl. Yeah. But when I watch you back on the show, and particularly speaking about the Brooks of it all, I see this very smart, intelligent girl. I mean, when you're watching that part of it, do you also see that?
Yeah, I definitely do see that. I think it's a little bit different though. I see myself as like tenacious and like I have all this confidence in what I'm doing. And I see that like that tenacity and confidence as being a little bit naive. Not that I'm doing the wrong thing. It's just like, I wouldn't have the time to do that type of investigative work today at this point in my life. I didn't have kids. I wasn't working. And that naivety led to an incredible discovery of a fake cancer scam. So like, I think naivety in a lot of ways is a positive, especially in this type of a way, right? Like I didn't understand the repercussions of like going after a seasoned housewife on my first season saying that like they're doing this illegal activity. Like I was too naive to understand like how like deep that was which good on me because it worked
I was gonna say, good on you for that. It's so good. And I mean, speaking of OC still, our girl Vicky is not winning in any love department. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that, or if you have any tips for her. Maybe can we help her? I don't know.
I mean, look, Vicky and I are both not doing great in the love department. So who am I to speak?
I'm not either.
It sucks. Like, nobody wants to be screwed over, especially publicly. But like, clearly she's attracted to a narcissist. And by the way, you're looking at a narcissist attractor as well.
What was it like watching your marriage to Jim play back?
Terrible, cringy. I felt humiliated watching it. I think I would have struggled to respect my character at the time, having watched me in that type of a marriage.
I feel it's almost important that you're doing this watch back too, because there's so many people in relationships kind of like how you were. And in the moment, like the blinders are on, or you're like, I'm just trying to like keep this working because I want this to work.
Right.
And you sort of forget who you are in it and forget what is actually happening.
But the difference is, when you're in that relationship, you're not going to see it with a fresh perspective. You're going to see it, have blinders on.
So rude.
He completely respects me.
Wait, can I ask you a quick question? Oh, so embarrassing.
Denial is so powerful when you want something that bad. Like when you want a healthy, happy marriage or a family, in order to survive and like continue to work through whatever you're stuck in, you have to be in denial. It's a survival tool.
I'm sure this has been a really reflective experience for you. Does it sort of inform how you'll approach your next relationship?
Heck yes. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't want to make the same mistakes again and again and again. I think that everybody's stuck in patterns though. And in order to make changes, like we have to get uncomfortable and change, the basic parts of ourselves that get us in those patterns. And that's super uncomfy. And that's kind of where I am right now, like doing that hard work. So I'm going to therapy, I'm meditating, I'm staying really healthy. And that's all very time consuming, all of that. And then I think like reflecting back on these recaps from the Housewives, that's also like therapeutic in a big way as well.
Would you ever entertain the idea of coming back to the show?
You guys, yes, I wanted to go back on last year. It didn't work out. And honestly, I don't know how I would have done it because I'm stretched so thin. But I don't know if like being on the Real Housewives would be the move for me right now, but I definitely miss being in front of the camera. And that was, and I'm fine with that. Like, I'm fine with owning that. I'm not ashamed of it. And I mean, you guys are in front of the camera, like you like it too. So like, we're in good company here. And,
True.
But like, how do I do that in St. Louis when I have 3 children? Well, like I can empower myself and do it myself and recap these old episodes. It's fun for me. And so, hey, I'm back in front of the camera and everybody wins. So you will always have something to look forward to on Fridays.
Oh, God
So
bless.
excited. Thank you so much, Meghan. This was so fun. I'm so glad.
Yeah, thanks, Evan, Jenny. Yeah.
All right, I mean, that was so much fun with Meg, and I would just leave it at that, but we do have to talk about the breaking Bravo news going down this week, all about Salt Lake.
Jennie Nyugen was finally fired after so much backlash and so much discussion on social media. Bravo decided to give her the chop.
Bravo, effing bravoed her. And speaking of social media, she thought that doing an Instagram Live would really heal the world. It did not, and did not give her the reaction she hoped for, because she really just went all in blaming her team.
Oh my God, this was the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. She said that it was her social media team who is to blame for all the offensive posts that she posted on Facebook. I'm sorry, ma'am, but these posts were posted in 2020, 2 years before you were ever on The Real Housewives. You did not have a social media team for your personal, non-verified Facebook page. No one cares what you had to say.
And on top of that, Jen Shah spilled saying that was a complete lie, and she even admitted that the posts were hers. So why is she going around the song and dance? Assuming it's going to come out next season when they air the episodes about this.
I cannot wait to see how they will address her exit on the show, because she was already filming for season 3.
You all enjoyed our chat with Meghan and Beyond, our new best friend, and let us know if you're gonna watch her YouTube show. I know I am.
Yeah, let us know which OC moments you're excited for Meghan to recap, and then maybe we can revisit those moments as well on Reali-Tea.